Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
First time, obviously.
First time, yep. I'm super excited. I've never done 2 stadium shows in one day, so that might be a little tricky, but we have the greatest team in Australia to put these trucks back together, so we're gonna put on a great show for both of them. I was a huge fan growing up, and so I used to always go to my hometown show and watch it there, and I just loved it. And I used to watch Candace Jolly all the time in Monster Mutt Dalmatian, and I was thinking, man, that girl is awesome. Like, she does some cool stuff. So I really just aspired to be like her, and finally got the opportunity. I did a tough truck challenge for the Monster Jam show in El Paso, and they saw me drive, and they're like, dang, that girl can drive pretty good. So they asked me if I wanted to go and test out with Monster Jam, and I did. I made the cut, and now I'm in Scooby Doo, loving it. Never in my wildest dreams, and especially this early in my career, you know, I was just excited to go there and be able to do the showdown. So I went through the showdown when I won that, and they told me, like, now you're moving on to the big show. I said, oh my God, I have to go freestyle now. Like, I was so scared, so nervous, but you know, I went out there and I walked the track with my husband and my daughter every single show that I go to. We talk about what I can do, things that, you know, will be interesting and exciting for the fans. So that's what we did, went out there, and I just wanted to put on a solid run, did what I could, and I came out the champ. So it was awesome. So my whole plan was to hit the jammer as hard as I could, and I told my husband, I said, I'm gonna hit it, hold it wide open, and see what happens. Really, I was hoping to go a little bit farther and land farther on top, but as soon as I stood it up, I said, oh man, bicycle this thing off. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but it turned out so great. I didn't mean to do the cartwheel, but you know what? Some of the best tricks that we come up with are on accident. So maybe now I just need to perfect it so I can do it again. I was so nervous every single one that came out, you know, and I'd see something that they do really cool, and I'm like, man, that was awesome. I wonder if that's going to be enough to push me out. So every time that I was waiting for the scores to come out, I don't even think I was breathing. I was just sitting there so nervous, but it was like unreal to me when they finally announced it. It's like it was a dream. I didn't even believe it. It was a life-changing experience, that's for sure. It's something that I can hold on to forever, and forever I'll be in the history books now for being a World Finals champion. You know, one of the biggest things I love to do is to meet people. So every time that we get to do the pit parties and I get to talk to people, I think it's awesome because I want people's input on what they want to see at a show or they want us to do. So to be able to talk to them before I go out there, that's really what inspires me to go and put on such a great show. You know, because I talk to people on social media all the time, but actually getting to meet them one-on-one is great. And then of course being able to go out there and tear this thing apart every show is awesome. But no, my favorite part used to be freestyle all the time, and I love doing it, but now I feel like I'm getting a lot better at racing, so I get to go out there and do the racing and get that much better at it. You know, it's awesome. I can't say anything else about it. Yeah, thank you, I appreciate it.
Thank you. It's great to be back finally. Yes, sir. We were just talking about that. I remembered being here once I got here, knowing that I cartwheeled during the semifinal races. And we had to drive it out of the tunnel and pull the hood and some things off, and sent me back out just to be able to make it in time for the final race, and ended up winning a race here last time I was here. So. Well, I actually started helping out is doing some crew work for Randy Brown, which he had in a personal truck of his back then called Pure Adrenaline, where he was running it. I've always worked for show car truck systems and doing show trucks and judging them all over the United States. Then I started helping him out as crewing. He had his crew guy had quit on him and showed up at a race where I happened to be at doing a car show. So I emailed him off his tailgate off the back of his truck, and he was doing a show about within an hour of my town where I lived at, and went down and started helping him work on things, and moved down to North Carolina and started helping him work on his personal truck, then in his gravedigger truck at the same time. Did some crewing for 3 years, and then here I am. Almost 21 years later, I've been doing the same thing. So. Yeah, it's hard to believe. You know, everybody's classified as Dennis and Tom and Pablo Huffaker and all those guys as some of the legends at doing things. And, you know, and some of these newer drivers, you know, that are coming up. And it's like, yeah, I helped design the seats that you guys sit in now, you know, and I helped do this different things. And it's kind of weird that can say that as myself as being in this long. But yeah, we started out trying to just engineer everything better, you know, because the fans expect, you know, the unexpected with us, and trying to do that. So you always have to try to upgrade, you know, your components. First thing is we're always, you know, Monster Jam's all about safety. So it would make sure everything's safe, everybody's safe, the driver's safe, the truck performs all the time, because you don't want somebody coming in and spending their money to come to see 6 or 8 trucks running. You only get a chance to see 4. You know, so we always make sure every truck gets to do a competition the whole time that they're out here. Now, we innovated some of the seat innovation is a lot of my design, a lot of my work with a seat company out of North Carolina. It does a lot of things with John Force Racing, you know, NHRA and NASCAR as well. We was the first ones to ever put a full containment seat in a monster truck, you know, where you have the head restraints and your shoulders contained. We do a memory style foam that absorbs your energy. We're a unique motorsport event to where we take impacts this way, where most of sled testing in IndyCar and everything like that takes side hits to the right. So if you always notice, like a lot of the foam on their seats got more foam to the right than they have anything. That's because most of their hits are either forward momentum or side momentum. For us, a lot of the impact is this way, straight down. So it compresses a lot. So there's a lot of different engineering into trying to figure out what we do, to where the military actually contacted us about helping them design some things for them landing their jets and things on aircraft carriers in the ocean, because they're coming up and trying to get that impact with them as well. Absolutely. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate it.